Curtis, I'm the dad.
Hi, I'm Alicia and I'm Mom.
I'm Justin, I'm 19.
I'm Kirkland and I'm 11.
I'm Layla and I'm 7.
Welcome to our family, ABC. Come on in.
In 1989, when Alicia was 15 years old, she became a single mom, and her whole life changed. For years, she relied on her friends and family for basic necessities, and at times, even for a place to live.
I found myself a single teenage mom, and I shopped around to look for childcare. There was no childcare. If you didn't have friends or family to help you, you probably ended up dropping out of school to be able to take care of your child. At that point, I said to myself, I wanted to open a daycare in my town. I wanted to be that person who was there for the people who didn't have anyone else to help them.
After raising Justin on her own for many years, Alicia's family expanded when she met and fell in love with Curtis. Motivated by her past, Alicia decided to accomplish her dream. The Kings converted their carport into an extra room, and the step-by-step daycare was born.
The name of our daycare is Step by Step. We developed this daycare, we built this daycare one step at a time. We not only give childcare, we make sure they have clothes when they need it, provide transportation if it's needed, we feed extra dinners at night if we need to.
We have situations where sometimes the kid may have to stay a little longer, come a little earlier. We don't mind doing that to help people out.
I love coming here because Miss Alicia and Mr. Kurt feed us, take us on fun trips, and I love them.
Whenever I didn't have enough money to pay at that time, they've worked with me. They just have been a great help to me, and I don't know what I would do without them.
Who else would take my grandson and keep him until 10:30 at night while I work for nothing?
Because the Kings work so hard at giving back to their community, and they often give their services free of charge, it's taken a toll on the home and daycare. It's gotten to the point where this family is living below the poverty level, leaving them without a budget for their own food, gas, or clothes. But the family definitely wasn't prepared for what would happen next.
Hi, I'm Neil Dixon with Fresh Air Technologies. I was asked to come to the Alicia's house to look at some of the problems in the crawl space, and there have been some problems with moisture intrusion that have caused a lot of mold to grow. It's rotting, and the wood is almost not even wood anymore. A lot of your air comes from the crawl space, and that air is affecting the breathing of the occupants.
There's mold all over the house and no ventilation system, which makes things dangerous for their daughter Layla, who suffers from severe asthma and needs constant medical attention.
We were hospitalized in October. At this current moment, she has about 56% capacity of her lungs being used. We want her environment to be healthy as parents. It's our job to provide a healthy environment for all of our kids, not just her. We have 15 children we're responsible for.
The longer we're here, the longer the mold's growing, it's turning into a dangerous situation. It's like a ticking bomb, actually.
They can't afford to make the necessary repairs, and that puts the daycare in jeopardy of being shut down.
People assume because you own your own business that you make a lot of money, but by the time you come out of expenses and your net is less than poverty level, it's impossible. My biggest fear is that if this business is shut down, it is not only shutting down us, it'll be shutting down all of these families who need us. We need hope in this situation for us, for the families we've cared for our daughter's health. We need hope, ABC, and I just pray that you be that person to give us a little bit of hope.
Incredible family, right?
Amazing.
And what's amazing is these guys have really been trying so hard to provide this service for the community, but then no one's taking care of them. Yeah. We need to take care of them.
Awesome.
So what do you say? Let's bring it in here, people. Are you with me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then let's do it! Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, King family! Curtis, Alicia, Justin, Kirkland, and Layla, come on out here!
The King family are one of those families that you look at and you go, wow, how do they do it? Their house is sort of crumbling around them. It's got mold. It's working against them. And they run an amazing daycare at the same time. And when I look at someone like Alicia and Curtis, who put so many people before themselves. That's what heroes are all about.
All right, people, we finished the house!
Stepping out of the car and you see all the crowd and the builders and everybody, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. And just to know that there's a need in our community, there's a need with the children that we taking care of, there's a need with our kids, and this is a major step for everyone.
I'll tell you what, man, you've taken care of this community in so many ways, and this week, they have taken care of you guys. Woo! So, are you guys ready to see what's behind this bus? Yeah. Are you sure?
Yes!
You know what to say? Say it with me. Bus driver!
When I saw that house, I was jumping and hollering and screaming. It is just one of those moments where you gotta say, break free and be a kid, you know? In our old house, our home had mold growing underneath it. It was becoming an environment that was very unhealthy for us. But with the new house, the problems were gone. And it wasn't just for us. This house was for everybody who's ever been connected to us. Because if they can see what can be done for us, anything in their lives can happen to.
Hi, ABC, we're the McCully family from Bigelow, Arkansas. Hi, I'm Rob, I'm the dad.
Hi, I'm Tina, I'm the mom. Hi, I'm Glenda, I'm the grandma.
Hi, I'm Nicole, I'm 13.
Hi, I'm Job, I'm 10.
And welcome to our rental. Woo!
Rob and Tina started dating almost 20 years ago. After they got married, they decided to raise a family. In 1995, they gave birth to their daughter, Nicole. And 3 years later, they had a happy and healthy boy named Job. From the start, little Job was always smiling and full of energy. But when Job turned 4, he got sick.
We went to the doctor, and they diagnosed him with leukemia.
Some of his tests came back, and it showed that he had less than a 10% chance of survival without a bone marrow transplant. He had total body radiation and chemo and all the stuff that go with leukemia. It was successful, and we came home.
Job beat the leukemia. Just when the family thought all this was finally behind them, things got worse. Because of all the treatment, Job developed fungal pneumonia, and for an entire year, he had to be placed on a ventilator just to breathe. But his lungs eventually gave out, and once again, Job's life was in jeopardy.
On October 24th, his heart stopped for 8 minutes, and the grandma was sitting in the room with him. There was 15 medical staff giving him CPR. She even heard one say, "What was the time of death?"
It was really rough. I was standing by his bed, and they said they couldn't find a heartbeat. And they asked me if I wanted to leave the room, and I said no, I wanted to be there with him.
And then they said, "Oh, we got a heartbeat," after 8 minutes.
In 2007, Job went back into surgery and got a double lung transplant. This time, recovery was even harder. After intense physical therapy, he miraculously pulled through with a smile on his face. But the effects of cancer have definitely taken a toll on his fragile little body. He's now confined to a wheelchair. He has cataracts in both eyes. His medication has made him swell and gain excessive weight. And he now suffers from diabetes.
Job has showed us a strength that very few people get to see or witness.
From a medical perspective, he shouldn't even be alive. He shouldn't be alive.
Job has a special heart. Anyone who meets him can feel that.
Little Job's charismatic, and his family's just been an inspiration, you know, to the whole community.
They have given this community faith and hope as we've witnessed their miracle. I have a daughter who's 9 years old in his class. I prepared her 3 times for Job not to come home. And he beat the odds. And so the day he came home, you know, we celebrated with parties for him. All the holidays that he had missed while he was in the hospital over that year, we celebrated those parties that day. We had a barbecue dinner and raised about $7,000 on that day.
Job has gone through so many things. Through all the dark times that Job had in the hospital, he never gave up. You know, we do draw some inspiration and parallels to Job in the Bible, and we rest on this, that Job is going to outlive me. That's my prayer every night, that Job outlives me. And we just anticipate Job being able to reach out and inspire and touch many more lives to come.
Thank you all for coming.
Right behind you, Job.
Life is especially hard now for Job's family. Tina had to stop working because Job requires constant care. Tina's mom, Glenda, moved in to help, but then she had to battle breast cancer in 2006. And the family's fight against leukemia has made their house a low priority. There are problems all over this house, and because the house sits on unlevel ground and lacks proper drainage, water has leaked in, and now the house is infested with mold, which is life-threatening for Job's fragile lungs. After a recent inspection, the house was deemed unlivable.
They couldn't return to their home, and it dawned on the community, we have to prepare a place for this family to come home to.
Thankfully, the families in our community have allowed us to stay in this rent home, rent-free for a couple months. But then what are we going to do? We still pay our mortgage on our house and our property.
If we were able to get a new home from ABC, Job would be able to be in the house and he wouldn't have to worry about getting sick from the mold and stuff.
I want one on the house. I want to jump up and down. I want to look in the refrigerator.
Our whole family has been through a lot the last 5 or 6 years with Job and all of his illnesses. And I just want it to be safe. I want it to be safe for him to recover, for him to get healthy, for him to be able to run and play.
ABC, come build some beautiful home. Pretty, please.
Wow. First of all, what an incredible kid. I mean, this guy's a fighter. He's a survivor. And imagine what kind of life he could have if he had a healthy home to live in. His family, his community have done everything they can, but we can give them what they need.
Yes.
So what do you say? Can we do this?
Yes.
Well, bring it in here, people. Are you with me?
We're with you.
Well, then let's do it! Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, Macaulay family! Tina, Rob, Glenda, Nicole, and little Joe, wake up, come on out! Hi! You must be little Joe, how are you?
Job is such a special little boy because you look at him and you see a fighter, you see a survivor, you see a little hero. You know, he inspires everyone around him and he stays strong. And that's why we're here this week, to honor this little hero and take away the worries that his old house gave him and just give him a nice, new, clean, healthy home that he can grow up in.
Welcome
coming out were just amazing. Kind of overwhelmed by how many people care about our family.
You're a pretty amazing little kid, man. You've had to go through things most people have to go through their entire life, and you've done it before the age of 10. But you're here, you're an inspiration to everybody. They want to give you a place you can finally come home to. You ready to come home? Okay. You guys want to see what's behind this bus? You guys know what to say. Help me say it. Bus driver!
Look at that house! Woo! Oh my God!
When we seen that bus move, oh, it's just so wonderful of a gift and a blessing to our family. The old house seemed like a disease itself. It was sickness and suffering. This new house, it's a home for our family. To be able to be together and to be able to finally, have a place we can settle down is. It's just wonderful.
Hi, ABC. We're the Hill family from Geneva, New York.
I'm Tim, the coach and dad.
I'm Michelle, I'm the mom.
I'm Justina, I'm the big sister.
I'm Aleem, and I'm the boxer.
I'm Jake, and I'm 11.
I'm Jada, and I'm 5.
Welcome to our home! Woo!
Tim Hill grew up in a rough neighborhood in Geneva, New York. Now, as a young kid, he was surrounded by bad influences such as crime and drugs. But he refused to give in to the mean streets. So to stay out of trouble, Tim took up boxing. And what started out as an after-school sport soon became a life passion. In 1999, Tim and his wife Michelle started the Geneva boxing team for at-risk kids in the neighborhood.
My wife and I are social workers. We work with at-risk kids. That's what we do for our daytime job, and this is what we do all night long from 8 till 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. And we don't have to worry about these kids being in trouble because they're too tired to be in trouble by the time practice is over with.
I'm so proud of my dad. He just wants to give back because he was a troubled kid, and boxing got him out of trouble, got him a career, got him a family, so he wants that for everybody.
The gym became a safe haven for families wanting to keep their kids off the streets. And what's really awesome is that boxing gave these kids a sense of pride and accomplishment that they'd never had.
I came here with Coach Tim when I was 8 years old, and it changed my life a lot. Because of boxing, I'm getting out of trouble, doing good in school. It got me off the streets, it made me become somebody. I never had a dream, but now I have a dream.
Like so many kids in the neighborhood, Aleem was from a broken home, and he was actually homeless several times while growing up. But Tim believed in him and refused to let him become another statistic. And in 2007, he became part of the Hill family as well, when Tim and Michelle became the legal guardians of Aleem and welcomed him into the family.
Hammer, Aleem Whitfield, he really didn't have a place to live and was been like a son to me since he was 8 years old. So he's with us now. He's a great kid because he's got a lot of heart and a lot of drive. Coach Tim, I call him my father. He's like a father figure to me because he's been there ever since I was young. I really think if I don't had Coach Tim and Michelle in my life, I would have done a lot of bad stuff. They just created me and made me a new person.
But here's the thing. The actual training facility has taken one too many punches. I mean, the paint is peeling, the roof is falling in, the team has outgrown the dilapidated space, and all the equipment needs to be replaced.
Our original dream was to renovate my barn at home for a gym so the kids would have a place to train. But that's slowly sagging and the roof is tore off it now through a windstorm. And we just don't have the funds to follow through with one of our dreams of creating a gym for the kids. So we had to rent this place for our own money. And as you can see, it's the only place we can afford.
None of the kids pay for anything in the program. Tim and I fund that ourselves. So that's something that's been a family decision. We've talked with our kids. And we've told them if we wanted to continue this program that there would be less things for them.
Because Tim and Michelle have spent all the resources on keeping the gym open to the kids in need, there's no money left to make necessary repairs to the house. It is literally falling apart at the seams. The foundation is sinking, the basement is flooding, and the roof is caving in.
This house is over 200 years old, and it's got a lot of problems, and because of the boxing, this takes away from the money that we could use for the repairs of the house. We wouldn't change anything. We wouldn't put one kid out in the street if we had to. But the kids are more important than our house right now.
They need some help over here, man. I mean, this is a small little town.
There's nothing else here. If they don't got this, they got the street, they got drugs. And without this place, man, my son would be in jail or he'd be dead. There's no life. Or Hammer, or all these kids you see here. They don't know where to go. They need this place. They need this place.
ABC, we really need help, and not just for myself, my family, for tons of kids in the community. So please help us keep the kids off the street and provide a place for them to be forever.
Bye, ABC. Thanks for coming.
It'll be a knockout.
Yeah,
Awesome family, right?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, very cool.
Beautiful.
So what do you say? You guys in?
Oh, yeah.
Well, bring it in there, people. Are you with me?
Yeah, we're with you.
Well, then let's
do it!
Let's go, guys. Come on, let's go. Good morning, Hill family! Tim, Michelle, Justina, Jacob, Janine, Annalene, come on out here!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The Hill family's incredible. They've sacrificed so much just to keep kids off the streets. And their original dream was to turn the barn into the boxing gym. But the barn is just as old as the house and not as well kept up. And I'm thinking, you know what? We gotta tear it down and rebuild. When Tim Hill sees a kid, it doesn't matter how tough he is or what his past was like. It doesn't matter. It's about new beginnings. And that's exactly what this week is about. It's about a new beginning for the family, and it's a new beginning for the Geneva boxing team.
Here's my question to you. I mean, you've got your own kids. You know what I mean? I mean, raising kids is tough enough on its own, but bringing in kids like from the street, that's a whole nother deal. Why do something like that?
Little kids grow up to be big kids. Let's make them positive and make them the best they are.
When I was younger, I was getting fights, and he straightened me up, and she straightened me up. I think if it wasn't for them, I would be on the streets and stuff, because I see he gave me a hope.
What you guys are doing is so awesome, but I know because of like all the input you've been trying to put into the gym, things aren't working really well in your house. Well, this week we're going to change all that. But
I've never seen that many people in my life. And to see them in our community, it really made us feel like they understand the little sacrifices that we're doing, that we don't feel are a sacrifice, so that we can keep this program going. It was just so unbelievable.
what you guys have done for this town has been pretty incredible. I'll tell you what, because you've given so much to these guys, you've given every penny, every hour, every breath of existence to that junior boxing gym for these kids. This week, they've given back to you. I think what's behind this bus is going to get you guys back on solid ground. You guys want to see what's behind this bus?
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful house in the world! Well, the first time I saw the house, it was nothing that we could even ask for or dream about or even imagine. Our old house, it was falling down around us because basically our money just goes towards the kids and we just made do with stuff. Our new house was like something should be on a showcase. There was just so many people doing so many things for my family and the kids. It was fantastic. Best moment of our life.
Hi, ABC.
family from St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Elle, and I'm 6 1/2.
And this is Evan and Alec. They are twins, and they're 4.
I'm Dawn, the mom.
And I'm Emmanuel, the dad. Welcome to our home.
When Dawn graduated from school, she knew it was her destiny to help children. So she became a pediatric nurse and specialized in caring for kids with terminal cancer.
I dreamed my whole life of being a nurse and taking care of sick children. It was just really inspiring to see how the kids facing such huge challenges got through it. It just makes you, rearrange how you think about life after you see something like that.
My name's Kristen Nilsson. I met Dawn when she was my brother's nurse when he was diagnosed with cancer. She was really such an angel in my life. You don't see nurses like Dawn every day. She was there in the final breaths to say goodbye.
It was a tough job that required a lot of love and strength. But Dawn loved children. When she married Emmanuel, her high school sweetheart, they were eager to start a family of their own. First, they gave birth to a healthy baby girl named Elle. And 3 years later, they were thrilled to find out they were going to have twin boys. But Emmanuel and Dawn's world soon turned upside down.
The doctor called me and said that there was a chromosome disorder on one baby. There was abnormalities on the 9th chromosome. They weren't sure what to call it.
Doctors told them that Evan, one of their twin boys, would be born with 9p-, a genetic disorder that is extremely rare. The disorder causes skeletal abnormalities, and Evan would have to live with physical and mental challenges.
He was in surgery less than 24 hours after he was born, and then in the NICU for 8 weeks, and had multiple surgeries by that point. The first year of his life, he spent more days in the hospital than at home.
Their other twin boy, Alec, would be born with Cruzon syndrome, a cranial disorder that causes hearing loss and requires extensive facial and skeletal surgeries.
He has some craniofacial surgeries, some surgeries down the road for implanted hearing aids, so he doesn't have to wear a headband around his head his whole life.
Nice to meet you, Evan.
I think we chose a very proper name for him.
Evan means warrior, and right off the bat, Evan had to start fighting.
And Alec means protector, and that's what he's done. He looks out for his brother.
Every day, Dawn and Emmanuel try to help their kids overcome difficult challenges living inside a 2-story house that's not built for their special needs. Evan is now learning to get around on his own with a walker, but narrow hallways and sharp corners basically confine him and keep him from being mobile.
There's no place to turn around.
No.
We've done the very best we can to try to make this house a home for our family, but at the same time, it's really just a prison for Evan. There's no safe place for him inside. There's no good place for him outside.
I feel like our job is to let him reach his full potential, whatever that is. He's not gonna be president or be a doctor, but if he could work at a coffee shop and be able to walk into a job every day, that would be like a huge dream for him. I just feel like we're putting a lot of limitations on him because of the way our house is.
Oh, thank you.
Now the other sad part is that Dawn's father, Rich, lost his legs due to complications from spina bifida and diabetes. And Emmanuel's dad, Emmanuel Sr., had a series of strokes. So now both are confined to wheelchairs, which means if they come over to visit their grandkids, they can't even get inside the house.
God needed somebody to take care of Evan and Alec, and he gave them to us, and he couldn't have picked a better person than Dawn for that job. She does such a good job. She works so hard. And it kills me as a dad to know that maybe there's more I could do. Maybe my hardest isn't enough. That's why I'm asking you guys, please help me take care of them.
Wow. Awesome, right? Totally. What's really crazy is the house they're living in is not letting these kids reach their full potential, but we can change that. Yep. So what do you say? Can we do it?
Yeah, believe it,
Bring it in here, people. Are you with me?
We're with you.
Well, then let's do it! Woo! Let's go. Come on. Good morning, Martinez family! Emmanuel, Dawn, Elle, Aaron, and Alec, come on out there! Woo! Good morning, come on out here! Good morning!
Dawn and Emmanuel are amazing parents with 3 wonderful kids. And it's not fair for a house to be something that's holding these kids or this family back. And we can't change their special needs, but what we can do is change their environment to give them a home that's going to allow them to see how far they can go in life, because Don and Emmanuel believe that their kids really do have a bright future.
When I saw all the faces, I knew they believe in my family just as much as I do. And I was so proud. That feeling is gonna be with my kids for the rest of their lives, and it's totally gonna impact their worldview that, you know what? Dreams come true. If you believe it, it can happen.
I know you guys have been through so much. Well, this week has really been about giving people a chance to show off their potential, and I think what you guys had was kind of holding Evan back from his potential.
Right.
I tell you what, I cannot wait to show you what's behind this bus. Are you guys ready to see what's behind this bus?
Yeah.
Move that bus! Move that bus! Move that bus! Well, you guys know what to say? Say it with me, bus driver! Move that bus!
Right when we saw the house, I think first feeling I realized was this weight being lifted off. The old house represented just holding Evan back and keeping him from life in a lot of ways. And then the new house just represents endless possibilities. So many of our problems have now been solved. This is the beginning of a really good chapter of our lives.